Right. Um, yeah, Carl Walker. Let's talk about that guy. Let me share my screen here with you lads. And hello, there I am. Yes, sir, I will be talking a bit quietly today, or this evening, should I say, because it's people trying to sleep. Tell me if my microphone is too loud, too silent. I've tried to adjust the sensitivity, volume. I'll try to sound as good as possible. Anyhow, Carl Walker. I mean, he's gonna leave, but he's gonna become Shallow 2.0. You know what I mean? We can't get rid of him. We just can't get rid of him. He's the best. Confirmation. I mean, I want to see what people are saying here. To be honest, saw that first post. Even with a big player, Milan could well, Walker ain't a big player. He's got big stuff going on, but ain't a big player. You can have him for free. Call walkouts. A man wants a bird. The player needs to go to another nice club like Man City. Yeah, sure. Man United fan talking here. As a lifelong AC Milan fan, I'm very disappointed. Carl Walker is our best defender, and we should. Really? This is a man. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful. But yes. That's about what I expected to say. Right, Carl Walker is back. Hello, Rosa. Big up. How are you? Hello to him as well. Luka Jovic officially leave AC Milan. Yes, sir. And the Belgian women did indeed win the Euros. Let me see quickly. This will get me copyright struck if I play it, but I really want to show this, but this will get me copyright struck. Let me open that on a separate tab so I can watch it myself, but Champions of Europe, you know. Champions of Europe, what can I say? Big up to the Belgian cats and it's Belgian women, they tend to have more cojones than the men. You know what I'm talking about. Men, they have no cojones. But the women, I mean, they beat Spain. Talk about cojones. They are the ones who invented the word cojones. So, they beat Spain in the final. It was a minor bottle job by Spain, but don't worry about that. Winning is winning. What can I say? Winning is winning. If it's a bottle job or not, if you win, you win. Now Spain mad bottled that though. Because I did watch it and literally right at the end of the game, Spain gave away the ball. And the Cats won. Because they scored late. And then Spain threw the ball wide. Like right at the end. And then it was like full time. Anyhow. Let's close this. We're talking about Carl Walker. Fuck Belgium. Fuck Belgium. We're talking about Carl Walker. Good, what about you? I'm good, thank you for asking. Belgium women, Belgium woman, you have a chance to make me proud. To show the cojones that our men don't have. That our golden generation. The balls that define manhood. To show that the women have them. When our men, golden generation, could not muster them when it mattered the most. And when I say men, I'm mostly referring to Eden Hazard, most overrated Belgian player of all time. Tottenham of Europe, you'll never sing that. We will never sing. We will never sing that, bruv. We ain't the Tottenham of Europe. Confirmation of Kyle Walker's return. There's quite a lot of players at Man City right now who are just taking up space, and I mean, this is a tactical board mainly for the tactics. But if you look at this, maybe a little bit more interesting. I reckon that Walker will leave, but I don't think we can sell him. This is the problem with players like Walker, like Stones, a bit older, incredible wages, poor performances. They can't be sold, and I mean, look at what happened with Cancelo, right? What happened with Cancelo? That is what I imagine will be the case with Kyle Walker as well. It will be a player who will just stick on here for however long his contract is. Let me um romance pages because no, I think that this also includes um contract. Did not say. 1 second, if I find Carl Walker, does it say contract? Bro, I should have gone pro. I should have been a pro footballer. That's what I should have done. Status. UFA. I don't. Carl Walker signed a 3-year contract with Man City, including da 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 da. So his contract ends here. Okay. So this is a guy who leaves next year. We're gonna loan him out. Like, let's be honest, we're gonna loan him out. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna loan him out. His contract will run out. He'll join another club on. I want to get these wages off out of the books. Really. If we can get someone to pay half these wages, that's a win for me. Just loan him out. Get someone to pay half the wages, bro. That's a win. That's a win. Walker to Everton. They won't want him. Bayern München is playing indeed. PSG into Miami. Yeah. I saw that. Well, I didn't see the game, but demolition. Big up to Hurdle. Big up. How are you? You know what the problem is with Kyle Walker? We could have sold him at multiple points, and we just never did. And this is the problem with Man City as a football club. We try to hold on to players too long nowadays. We used to be so good in knowing when a player should move on. Now we're moving on players like Kyle Walker. We're moving them on all at the wrong time. Walker should have been moved on in the past. De Bruyne should not have been moved on yet. And when people say, oh, but he was not helping. Listen, you needed to get up De Bruyne replacement. Sure, absolutely. But De Bruyne was still providing magic because when you've got that magical element to you, no matter how bad you become, you'll always be able to provide magic. And that's worth something off the bench. Especially if you make them take a wage cut, which De Bruyne was willing to do. So I feel like we're completely mismanaging these contracts right now. And what I'm hoping to see, I mean, there is a reason why we're gunning for young talents. Young talents are sellable, easily sellable. So we're trying to fix our contract situation at the club. That's what we're trying to do. Because, I mean, people want to simplify football into one thing or another. Like, homegrown. Oh, you need a homegrown player, or you need a squad size, or you Premier League homegrown, or UEFA homegrown, because they're different rule sets of, or salaries, or contract situation. But the truth is, it's all of it at the same time. Walker doesn't help us for homegrown. I mean, he is homegrown, but he doesn't help us because he's association trained. So in UEFA, that's not very useful. If we can replace Kyle Walker with a different association trained player, Sacramento, Inselwood, even Morgan Rogers, someone in a different position, Gibbs White, Sacramento, Olaena. I can go all day. I can go all day doing this. I know enough players out of the back of my head. But Walker doesn't terribly help us a lot in any single regard. And he doesn't help any other club, because when we think about selling a player, we need to think, how does this player help the club that we're selling him to? I don't know a single club that would need a player to the style of Kyle Walker. And if that club does exist, which I really don't think it does, they won't be able to afford Kyle Walker. So it's very unfortunate. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time that we've had here. Would you rather keep Gundo, Akanji, and Kova, or loan out Echeverry? Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Um, I think Akanji and Kovacic are very likely. Akanji is staying. Like, Akanji is staying. In fact, let's talk about centre backs, because the only centre back that has just yet to play a minute for Man City, that is in fact this guy, John Stones. Not Robert John Stones. Robert John Stones is the scorer of the winning goal in the FA Cup final of 1957. Oh my god, stinker. 1956? 1956, right? Bertrand broken neck. FA Cup 1956. Yes. Yes. That was almost a stinker. That was almost a stinker. 1956. Robert John Stones scored to win it. I lost the 8 there for a moment. Anyhow, on to our John Stones. He is the only centre back, if you count Ake, Ake played anyhow, so it doesn't matter. He's the only centre back who has yet to play in the Club World Cup. If that's not sending a signal of fuck off, I don't know what is. We're pretty much telling him, fuck off. That's what we are doing. So John Stones has to leave. And if he doesn't leave, he's gonna be on the bench all season. Even if he's fit, he's not gonna play. So I like this. I like that we're just having the balls to say fuck off. That we've needed to do that for a long time, and it's saying fuck off in a nice way. But it's still, at the end of the day, like, everything that comes before the but is bullshit. You know how people say, like, entire stuff, this, that, and then but? Like, everything before the but is bullshit. So, John Stones, yeah? All this and that, but. He needs to leave. He needs to leave. I don't care how good he is on the 2 games that he plays well. And he can still leave to somewhere. I think if he goes to, for example, Everton, who was linked with him, whose financial year starts in July, by the way. 1st of July is when their financial year starts, which is important because it means they won't sign anyone before then, because it's important for PSR. So John Stones, if he joins Everton, I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen, by the way. I have no idea. But if he joins Everton, I feel like that's a club plays a bit more conservatively, plays a bit more slowly. I feel like that's a club where he can have better luck injury-wise as well. He's not played for a little while too now, so maybe he'll have recovered a bit. Maybe he'll have a bit more of a decent season. If he goes to Everton, I think he'll maybe be able to play some minutes, and he'll be able to help Everton in a meaningful way. Whereas Man City he can't help at all. So Everton just seems logical for me, for John Stones. He was a previous Everton player, of course. It's very close to Manchester as well. I mean, Liverpool and Manchester is right by each other. And in fact, I believe Kyle Walker, or sorry, not Kyle Walker, I believe John Stones' home is like to the north of Manchester, which is like, it's like between Liverpool and Manchester. So it will be about the same distance to travel as well by car. So John Stones, and Carl Walker, they are the 2 most obvious dead weights that we need to get rid of, and the 2 most difficult. Especially with ridiculous wages. I mean, let's check out John Stones. Let us check out John Stones. What is his contract situation? He expires in 2026 as well, okay. So, mm. So, John Stones. He only has 1 year left on his contract, which makes it difficult to it makes it difficult to get something to get a bit more money out of him. If he had 2 or 3 years left, you argue a bit more for the price. Well, I mean, you're looking at Carl Walker and John Stones now, both of them. They're making how much? How much did it was 9 million, right? 9.6 million. So you got 22.6 million between the two of them. 26.2 million over the course of a year. Wasted on 2 players that you're gonna send out on loan. Let's say you can recover 10% of that. That's still 20 million that you've wasted there. Uh, hello, big up to Glimpse. Big up to Glimpse. How are you? I mean, it's not like selling a legend will have any effect on their legacy. In fact, if they leave, it would show how much they care about the club. I agree. KDB sacrificed himself for the future of the club. Surely Gundo Akanji Kova should do the same. It's not the same though, because KDB did not want to leave. And De Bruyne was actually still putting up performances as well, unlike them lot. But yeah, De Bruyne did not want to leave, but he had no more contract, so they refused to sign an extension for him. I don't know about Stones anymore. I have a feeling he is considering an early retirement if he can't get fit. Might stay here. I mean, if you want an early retirement though, you want to have that early retirement at a club where you'll play at. He can go to Everton and sign a 1 year deal. He can do that. He will not play at Man City. Even if he is fit, he will not play at Man City. So, because that's the message we're telling him. He's the only defender not to play at the Club World Cup. In fact, he's the only player in the Club World Cup squad, to not play in the Club World Cup yet. If there is no more clear get out, I don't know anymore. There is no get out message that can be more clear than that. Only player in our Club World Cup squad to yet play in the Club World Cup. You know what I think, yeah? I think we take this too seriously sometimes. I think we we think too much about it sometimes. We are too nervous about these players leaving. We're too stuck up with nobody will accept these players. I mean, you look at Man United business, right? You look at Arsenal business. They're buying Norgard for 11 million. I mean, that's just stupid. Old, bang average at best. Not even that available. If Brentford can sell Norgard for 11 million, I feel like we can sell John Stones for maybe 10 million. Maybe we can sell this guy for 10 million. Maybe we can sell Carl Walker for 10 million. Maybe. The club is not as incompetent as we are. Let us hope. I do agree with overthinking. It's tough to figure out what's going on behind the scenes with outgoings at the moment. I think when July 1st kicks in, and a lot of these clubs go into the start of their financial year, because again, that does matter. Any signing you make now counts as this year on PSR FFP. So if you just wait for July the 1st to make signings, that's on the new financial year that signing is made. So that's FFP and PSR wise important. So clubs are just waiting until July 1st because clubs have different financial years. I'm not sure when Man City's financial year starts. Actually, I know Tottenham is July 1st. I was said so said earlier. When does Manchester City financial It's start. That was not the question. I mean, I don't want to read this entire annual report on Steam here. Annual report. I don't want to read through all of this right now. Here. Done. Yeah, there's 80k instances. I'm not gonna bother right now. Fuck that shit. I'll do that in my free time. I'll do that in my free time. You know what, by the way? Anyone who's an accountant in chat, I'm sure you'll be able to appreciate this. That's how beautifully this. Look at this. If it's like to there you go. That's how beautifully this is made. Like, I'm sure any accountant can appreciate this. Anyone who studies accounting or anything of the likes. You want to compare this with Arsenal? Let me show you Arsenal. Arsenal annual report. Because it doesn't look that good. It looks stupid. This one. And it's forcing me to download a PDF as well. Fuck off. Look at this. This is how most companies do their annual reports. This is how most companies their annual reports looks like. And this is Man City. Look at how good this looks. Like, I can't lie here. And people think I'm taking the piss. When I say Man City has some of the most beautiful played books in football, people think I'm taking the piss. This is a normal football, a normal company's an annual account. Man City looks so beautiful. Like, be honest, it looks so beautiful and clear, and it's got different styles. It's got images in it. It's keeping you engaged. It's got chapters. It looks so good. To be honest, I'm only worried because we have 21 non-homegrown players. So we need to let 4 non-homegrown players go. And 4 of those could be Etcheverry, Victor Hayes, Gustinov, if Kova, Gundo, and Akanji then leave. Kovacic, I think, will leave because he's still very good, Kovacic. I know he got injured, but we can get rid of Kovacic, let's be honest. Akanji will stay. I think Gundogan will leave as well. Gundogan just... I think a lot of people are expecting him to stay because he wants to stay. But I'm gonna be honest, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Galatasaray want him. Galatasaray can pay him. He is open to Galatasaray, and Man City needs to fuck off some of these players. We should have never taken him back, bro. The day we took him back, I said it was a mistake. I have a video on my channel today. We signed him back. I said this is a mistake. And it was a big mistake. We can't keep doing this, man. I care less about wage structure. If we pass PSR, then we are good. We let KDB go, indeed. Mostly because of homegrown, though, and wages. I mean, it's everything. Like, it's not all that simple. Like, KDB leaving, it's a big wage away. But now we've brought in Reinders and Cherky, and they already replaced that wage. Yeah, big up to Formidable. Autism moment. Nah. I tell you right now, yeah. Get Martin. Can someone go to the Mancunian way and tell Martin to confirm what I'm saying? Because Martin is an accountant, just like I am. Our books, our accounts look beautiful. This is the average company. This is the average company's annual report. This is Man City. It's got all the information in it, but it looks better. And it's got more in it. This is the average company. This is not autism. This is accounting. Okay? average company, Man City. Look at how good this looks. I bet Arsenal don't have a single graph like this in it. If they do have a graph, it's gonna be a stupid graph, which is all gonna be black and white. Watch. Let's find a graph. Yeah, see, they don't even have a graph. They just express everything in pure numbers. Look at this. Numbers. 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 Meanwhile, Man City, we put so much more effort into this. That is the thing. Man City, Zeer tells me this all the time. When I talk to Zeer, yeah, he means what he says. It's about intent. This shows the intent of Man City as a football club. This is our annual report, this is Arsenal's. But what does this tell you about the two clubs? What does it tell you about these two clubs? It tells you one club is putting their heart and soul into it. Another club is doing fuck all. By the way, what is this? Women's team partners. Well, women's team can't win fuck all. Maybe get a partner that will get you over the line. Just saying. Big up to Formidable. Yes, sir. Big up Erdbull. I think we're good when it comes to wages. Kev Walker. Walker is not leaving, though. I mean, he's leaving, but not on a permanent deal, I believe. I think we'll loan him out. Cancelo style, we'll loan him out. And then his contract will run out. Let's say we can maybe cover 20% of those wages through a loan deal. Let's say 30. Let's be generous here. I don't think wages will be a problem, but it's something you need to keep in mind, because the reason why this club is so strong PSR-wise and why we can go out and spend 300, 400 million is because we cut costs where we can. And that way, we keep ourselves a big balance open for PSR. After this season, our balance for PSR will be very tight. And then if you need to do things, now you're worrying about PSR. Now you're selling to buy. And Man City doesn't want to come into that situation. So we need to make sure that we're not too tight-knitted by paying wages and stuff. Like this, we're not gonna get done on PSR. It's not gonna happen. Not to 115, 130, whatever the fuck it is. That's a hoax. Not any charges now. Not any simple breaching of PSR limits. It's not gonna happen. We have money in the bank. Problem is, when you spend the money in the bank, you no longer have a bank. And now it takes a long time to build that bank up again. And you need to leave something in the bank for an emergency situation. You never know what happens next season. Wesley playing shit. Wow. Oliver. Oh, 1 second. I need to DM Oliver. I need to DM Oliver on Twitter. Where is he? Wesley. Nice. Wrapping Wesley to me. Oh, wrapping Wesley to me. Don't wrap these shit players to me. Don't tell me about Wesley. Buy cheap, buy twice. That is my motto this summer. Buy cheap, buy twice. Well, unless you get to chat. Chat is an exception to the rule. There's always an exception to the rule, of course. Not gonna lie, Gundo could still perform for us, but sometimes we have to look for the future of the club. Gundo cannot perform for us. Can't. Where will Gundogan perform for us? As an 8? Well, Rangers is better. On the bench? Well, O'Reilly is better. At this point, if you're gonna play O'Reilly in that midfield. Bob is better. So he can't perform for us. Because he's not at the level of competitiveness that Man City is at. Especially not for the wages he has. And when people see Gundogan on the wages that he's at, they want those wages as well. So he can't perform to his wages. Which means he can't perform for us. Because what happened when Jack Grealish got that big wage, and Calvin Phillips too? Everyone was looking at these guys. They were saying we're better than them. We should have the same or better wages. And that's why our wage bill is as fucked as it is right now. So Gundogan, he can't afford him to his wages. He can't afford him to a decent level. I don't want Gundogan. If he plays, he'll maybe play at a level that's acceptable at Arsenal, but it's not acceptable at what Man City should aim to be next season. I'd rather play Nunez than Wesley. I watched enough to know he isn't the guy we're looking for. Bro, I don't even need to watch this guy to know shit. You don't need to watch some of these players to know their shit. If a player is as good as the media hypes him up to be, if a player is as good as Twitter hypes him up to be, you know what the first test is? Look at what clubs are in for him. Echeverri, Man City, Atletico Madrid, multiple clubs were in for Echeverri. That is how you know Echeverri has potential. And that doesn't mean they're good. But if a club or if a player who's mostly this super player who's already in his 20s, early to middle 20s by the way, if you have a player like that who's only being pursued by one club, they're not that good. It's that simple. Because these Brazilian league teams, they sell cheap. South America in general, really. So I knew he wasn't good by the fact that nobody was in for him. Now, Estevao, talking about another zesty South American, is also dog shit. Bro, you know what, yeah? I watched Estevao's highlights and I was disappointed. I watched his highlights and I thought, wow, he's shit. You know how bad you have to be for me to watch the highlights and think you're shit? I mean, that's something special. Anyhow, I would prefer Matheus Nunes at this point. I'm not sure if you'll play Matheus Nunes. It's a bit complicated, isn't it? Tactically speaking, like Matheus Nunes is not that good to go defending deeply, and I reckon we're gonna play something like this, where like Nuri just pushes up, the winger stuck inside. In fact, you might even have something like this. Out. Oh, did. Oh, did. We're conceding 5 goals every game. Yeah, nah. Let's not do that. So then you see something like this. And Foden is going to come out down the right, of course. You're going to have Getke pushing up Gonzalez, because I'm assuming Rodri isn't always perfectly fit. So you're going to have something like this. But Nunez is maybe not great for this role. So maybe Gustav then. But then where is Nunez gonna play? And I think that we may see Nunez play in midfield next season. I think he'll play. I think he'll play a bit everywhere. Maybe when we're playing O'Reilly left back, he's gonna sit back a bit more than Ait Nouri. Maybe then we'll play with Matheus Nunes on right back. Maybe it could be a rotational. Again, it's about partnerships, right? When you have Savio on the pitch, you have Doku on the pitch. When you have Martins on the pitch, you have Jetke on the pitch. Keep a partnership. When you have Foden on the pitch, you have this player on the pitch. When you have Silva on the pitch, you put Nunez on the pitch. Like building partnerships so that players can have a chemistry and you can still rotate is so important. So I'm very interested in seeing how we're gonna form those partnerships. I do think we'll buy a right back, though. I do think we'll buy a right back. So, I mean, I guess that makes everything I just said irrelevant. If we buy a right back, but even then, is it irrelevant? Because if we go buy a right back, it doesn't mean that Matheus Nunes isn't playing for us anymore, does it? Matheus Nunes may be shifted permanently into midfield if Pep is able to trust him enough with that. Sign is take, to be honest. Pep's still playing Gundo and Akanji. Well, Akanji will stay. Gundo has to go. Akanji is in the same situation as Gundogan. Akanji earns a lot less and can still play at a decent level. Gundogan can't play at a decent level. He looks decent when you don't look at him off the ball. But this is what people need to realize. Uh, any individual player plays the game of football without the ball. 90% of the game, you don't have the ball. You are the footballer. You are the midfielder. 90% of the game, you will not have the ball. What do you do off the ball to impact your team, help your team? Gundogan off the ball, he's simply not got the legs anymore to use. So he looks good sometimes on the ball. Sure, he still has some stuff on him, on the ball. But he's not closing these passing lanes. He's not closing the passing lanes all game. He can't even do it for 30 minutes anymore. He's not creating triangles in midfield, passing triangles. He's not doing that stuff anymore. He's not bombing the box as effectively as he used to do. So I feel like he could just chuck O'Reilly in there and you'd have much better. Again, let's not sugarcoat this. Let's not sugarcoat this stuff. They are dead wood. Dead weight. Gundogan, dead weight. Carl Walker, dead weight. They don't help you. They're not good players anymore. Gundogan is not a good player anymore. Carl Walker is not a good player anymore. John Stones is never available. They are the dead weight. Jack Grealish is a terrible, terrible player when his confidence is anything but constantly affirmed. So, let's not sugarcoat these. Let's not do that. Standards off the ball is elite, absolutely. I think he would start most of the times next season. Barring any injuries, of course, he would. And rotation is paramount next season, I believe, to keep our squad healthy and stuff. So if we rotate a bit, or if we get some healthy rotation in there with again those partnerships, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know who Gundogan forms a partnership with. Are you forming a partnership between Gundogan and Kovacic? No. No. You can't you can't partner these people. You don't need to partner Rodri with anyone because he's motherfucking Rodri. It's that simple. He's that guy. You don't need to partner Haaland with anyone. You don't need to balance Rodri with anyone. As long as both of those players have someone around them who can get them the ball or who can help defending for Rodri. As long as you have that, you don't need a partnership. Now, Savio and Doku, talking about dead weight, they've been dead weight last season, but they're both getting output now in the Club World Cup, which is kind of what they were lacking. So, if them two, if you can have Doku and Savio providing that goal threat and providing that output, now suddenly you have a partnership in Doku and Savio. Now you play them with Haaland, and you may have something on there. And you just create chemistry, natural chemistry all season long, so that when you rotate, when you drop Marmoush and Cherki, you don't suddenly become shit. That is the point, right? You don't suddenly become shit. It doesn't become all forced. Prediction Euro women, who will win it? I would sing to Brabazonne. Voor they hate and voor that. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but yes, that is who. Yes, yes, big up to Liam. Big up to Liam, how are you? Feel free to drop your link as always. Issue for me is not Gundo, Kovac, Akanji staying. Fact they're taking away minutes. I mean, that is the issue though. If they are saying they are taking away minutes. So your issue is that they are staying. Because by them staying, they are taking away minutes. So your issue is that they are staying. But like again, I feel like people don't want to say it. Some of these players need to fuck off. Some of them really do need to fuck off. And that's not me trying to disrespect them yet, but No, they are not at the level. And they are lucky that they're at Man City and not at Real Madrid. Because if they were at Real Madrid, giving these performances, some of their heads would roll. So, I'm just gonna say it like this, yeah. If if them staying means they take away minutes from younger players, the problem is them staying. It's that simple, and they need to leave. They that wait, and even if they don't take away those minutes, if we have players with those type of wages on the bench, that's that wait. That's not worth the wages we pay them. Um, Good, thanks. Hope you've had a great weekend. Uh, I've had a banging weekend, bruv. Now like and subscribe, guys. Get me to 1K. We are begging, guys. So we are on our hands and go. Go. This is me right now. This is me trying to get 1K. Which one do I like? I'll put it into here. Um, I like this one. I'm going to put that in OBS. 1 second. We're in the meme making process, guys. This is crucial for the channel. I promise you. Most crucial. Oh god, the quality is on. It doesn't matter. Potato quality, it's even funnier. The worse the quality, the funnier it is, really. Um, dun, dun. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. There you go. This is me begging for subscribers, guys. Subscribe. This is literally me right now. Begging for your subscribers. There you go. I'm keeping that. I'm putting this in my OBS. Beautiful. Oh, can't I change? OBS, stop taking the piss. There you go. There you go. Please subscribe, guys. I'm on my hands. I'm on my knees, bro. I'm on my knees. Get me to 1K. It's getting a bit silly. If they stay, the likes of Echeverry, Grace, Husanov will definitely go out on loan. I have made a calculation that, and we need to let four non-homegrown players go. Yes, exactly. You're spot on with that. Which is why they need to go. It's why they're that rate. That's the deal, and I don't want it to happen. I love Gundel, but this is a rebuild. Yep. Yeah, I'm worried Pep still playing Gundel. Surely Pep Guardiola understands that he can't keep playing these guys. If these three leave, McAtee, Stones, Walker, the squad size goes down to 19 or bench size. Got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. There you go. I miscounted. So we've got 19 players now on the bench. We need to go down to 30. Nipan is going to leave on loan. So there you go. That's going to go down to 18. And that's then. Oh, Phillips is going to go. Phillips, there you go. That's down to 17. Calvin Phillips, by the way. I'm bored of talking about him. This Calvin Phillips guy, yeah. Stop with jokes. Stop with jokes that we ever signed Calvin Phillips. Stop with a waste of resources, wasn't he, Calvin Phillips? Now, You have to let Kovacic and Gundo go. Both of them have to go. I mean, Grealish has to go as well. Grealish is gonna go. They're down to 16. Again, he still needs two not homegrown to go. It's not gonna be Ortega or Akanji. There's gonna be these two. That's Doc who leaves, which I doubt at this point. Pep trusts them a lot, yeah, but it's time to say goodbye. Same with Aguero. Pep Guardiola did not want Aguero to leave, but the board says, nah, he's not getting an extension. He needs to go. Hopefully, they will sort this out. Pep will play them if they stay. That's all I know. I think Viana got to be a bit clueless now. Roll Viana. We have a lot of deadwood. Absolutely. And Viana is doing a great job at clearing them. I would imagine. Because you see how Viana cleared the deadwood at Sporting. It was immense. So right now at Man City, I would imagine that he will be doing a similar job. I think he will be clearing them, Viana. So sometimes you think about it too hard. That's what I said earlier. But it's something you need to think about sometimes, because people don't want to think about these things yet. They just want to go buy the new fancy toy, and they don't want to think about this stuff. But then you leave yourself uneducated on football. I'm trying to see right now how to make this work while keeping both Kovacic and Gundogan, and Akanji. All of them have to stay. Nunez would have to go. You're down to 10 here, 10. So then you've still got one to leave. And then one of Doku or Savio would have to go. And now you're fine. Now you're fine for one season. That not homegrown criteria. Then Yumaba comes back from loan, but Akanji leaves, so that cancels out. Gundogan leaves, so I guess you're fine on that as well. But Echeverri ages up, so that cancels out again. Victor Hayes doesn't age up yet, but Kovacic I imagine will leave, so maybe that's a spot extra for the signing. These players that will leave, Nunez, Doku, they will have to be replaced with homegrown players. Man, this is Man City transfer news at this point. It's just maths. It's not harder to sell a player, but if you're being a pinch purse, you can't get rid of the deadwood. But when you're getting rid of deadwood, you need to take the hit. That is why you need to make sure not to have too much deadwood. When you have the amount of deadwoods that Man City does, you're gonna have to take a lot of hits. Cancelo, I mean, I'm gonna keep coming back to Cancelo. We saw this a few years ago already with Cancelo. This was already where Man City was going. We just did not want to acknowledge it. And this is the thing, yeah. People think this is boring. Like, they think it is boring what we're talking about right now. Or this rule, that rule, this system, that. People find this boring. It's not as exciting as, oh, flashy new toy to play with at Man City. It's not as exciting transfer-wise. But we need to look at this stuff to understand how we got here and what we need to do to avoid this situation. Because we did this with Cancelo as well. And that already showed we are mismanaging at club level how these players leave. So again, these players, we need to get them out. That means we take a hit with a bad fee, with a low fee. By all means, because you get the wages of book in the process. So surely, let's say you're haggling over 20 million. Let's say you're haggling over 20 million valuation. You can get that to maybe 15 million less than you wanted. John Stone's wages is 23 million a year. So if you're haggling for 20 million and they say no and they don't buy, now you've got to pay 23 million in wages. But if you are like, let's do, if you can get 15 million less maybe than what you than what you actually wanted, but you but you can sell John Stones, then that's 23 million in wages of your. Okay, yeah, it's 15 million less than what you wanted, but you've also got those 23 million wages less. So it's actually net profit if you look at it like that. Because if you don't take the hit for that 15 million less, still have those 23 million wages. So what's the best thing to do with? Get 15 million less than what you asked for and lose 23 million wages, or get nothing and still pay the 23 million. Yeah, we should never loan a player out like Phillips or Cancelo in the first place. Sort of just get rid of how much they would sell. The value of players getting cheaper the more they stay. Absolutely, because people know they can be. The Man City will get desperate and loan them out again. Calvin Phillips, he'll be loaned out to Leeds. Watch. Leeds United will flirt with Calvin Phillips. And suddenly, we'll sell to Leeds. Or we'll loan to Leeds. Because we need to get him out the door. It's sport management. It's that simple, really. It's best sport club management. For the past few years. And I mean, I can keep hammering home about it. I'm excited. To contrast what I'm just saying, yeah, I'm excited. You know why I'm excited? Because we're about to have a new sporting director after a few years of poor direction in the club. We're gonna have a new sports director with new ideas come in here and say what to do and decide who has to leave and be ruthless and make these big decisions. So after a few years of poor decision making on directory level, now we've got a new director who will make these decisions, hopefully better decisions. I want to see Man City getting players out the door. I want to see Man City saving 5 million, 10 million from one player or another. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see us loaning out to player over and over because, oh, we wanted 30 million. Fuck your 30 million. We're paying 23 million in wages. If a club is willing to buy for 10 million, sell for 10 million. Because think like it this way. You lose 23 million of your wage book. You gain 10 million in a sell-on clause. Or in a sell. That is 33 million. That is 33 million. By selling him. You have made 33 million available in the budget by selling him. So if you didn't sell him because you wanted 30 million, you would have had zero. Zero made free. So we need to think more realistic as a club at times. When it comes to these players, just sell cheap. Sell these players cheap and make sure we are never in this situation again where we desperately need to sell a player who's way washed. Because that's what we're at now. Like, let's just say it that way, isn't it? Clubs don't want to pay up because they know the situation we're in. If we don't get rid of these players, we'll struggle. Clubs don't want to pay up. Why would you want to pay up? Let's be real here. Why should I pay up if I know that you need my money more than I need your product? You need my money. I don't need your product. Why would I pay up? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would go to you and say, I don't need this product. You need my money. I'm gonna give you the fucking most cheap, undervalued shit. Either you're gonna give me to that, give this product to me, but incredibly cheap, or I'm gonna fuck off elsewhere and get a better version and pay maybe a bit more. Man City is in the weak spot here negotiation wise. Anyhow, I've been live for about an hour now, so let's round up there. Let's see, is anyone live to redirect to right now? Sava is live. Think I could rate him. Mouse broke again. Oh, please stop doing this. Oh, dear. Why does this happen, man? Why does my mouse break? One moment. One moment. This is a scam, bro. What if I turn it on and off? Still, I still can't. Oh well. I have an idea. That doesn't. Fuck's sake. Fucking hell, this piece. Anyhow, is anyone live? Anyone live right now? Nobody. I guess Martin is the only one live streaming, right? Oh, Fast is live. I've not redirected to Fast in a long while. Let's go there. Dun. 1 second. It's very difficult to do this right now because my mouse is literally invisible. Like, I don't have a computer mouse right now. I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's come back. There you go. Beautiful, guys. We have our mouse back. Give me a cheer. There you go. That was way too clumsy. There you go. There you go. Oh, it took about 30 minutes to set that up. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Get me to 1k. You are legally obligated to get me to 1k. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you even doing? Anyhow. Alfred, guys, in the chat. And I'll see you guys next one.